So first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here, showing up, and thank you to all our panel members. These are all gentlemen that we work with, we trust with our clients, and we would trust with our family. One thing in this business is, with storms, is you hear all the disasters of using contractors and the wrong people. Every storm, the news talks about it. Don't use this person, check this person. Somebody gave a deposit and they took off. So everybody on this panel, I could give money to, and they'd have the job done and not have to worry about them taking the money. That's why we have these experts to educate the community. We do this. I tell everybody this all the time. We're not here for the money. We're here to help. The money will come. We'll help take care of everybody, and that's what this is about. My background, I have 25 years experience in the business of storming, hurricanes, hailstorms, tornadoes, windstorms, ice damming. I've worked 10 different states. I've been an insurance adjuster, contractor, and public adjuster in my past, and I've also worked for the distribution companies. So I've worked for one of the top three largest roofing distributors in the country. And so when Hurricane Irma hit back in 2016, we started putting these teams together. And you always want, put your team together and work with some good people that you can trust. Now we're at Hurricane Ian, so we have everybody again. We're using the same people that we know we can trust and to take care of the clients. And that is a big thing. It's a big peace of mind. The one thing about Renegade Roofing for us is we're a roofing and general contractor. We know the insurance business. We have a license for roofing and general contracting in the state of Florida. With that being said, when we do a work on a commercial or a residential property, we do all the work. The homeowner, the business owner does not have to go get 10 estimates, go get 10 different contractors. We will do it all for you. And if we need to, we have the subs, which are on this panel and other subs that we have, and we'll put those people together for you. When a hurricane happens, people don't have time to call 10 different companies. Your residential people don't know 10 different people usually. Your insurance companies are going to tell you to go get as many estimates as you can. And the reason they tell you that is because they want to use the lowest estimate. You have right to use the contractor that you want, but they also have to price and reason. And we use Xactimate, which is the insurance company standard. And so with that being said, we're in line with what the insurance companies pay. We try to make it easy and take everything out of it by guaranteeing to do the work for what the insurance company pays. And how we do that, if they don't pay enough, we do what's called a supplement. And we talk with the insurance companies to make sure that's paid for. If we have problems and we can't get it paid for, then that's when you'd use integrity claims as your public adjuster, or you'd use Ligman and Ligman as your attorney. And we would make sure between our team that we get everything paid for. One thing you want to make sure in the new business of insurance these days is this is a new model. We've learned a lot from COVID and Irma. Our company alone had 5 or 10 roofs that were still lingering and didn't get done till last year due to COVID and due to the, being finally settled with the attorneys and the insurance companies. And the problem with that is the homeowners didn't have enough money, or the businesses and condo associations did not have enough money, because what happened is all the prices went up after 5 years. So an important thing that you want to do, and that I like to educate everybody, is you want to team up with an attorney and a contractor or a public adjuster that understands the pricing. When they're going to settle this claim, they can say, hey, let's call our contractor that you signed up with, and did we get enough money for this claim to settle before we settle? One thing you don't want, and the attorney doesn't want this to happen to you, is he gets the settlement and now you don't have enough money to do your claim because it took 9 months to settle, and that's not the attorney's fault. That's just the laws and how long it takes to get these settled a lot of times. But you want to make sure that you have that team. So when the settlements come, you talk to the property owner. They actually make the settlement. They're the ones that's going to make the decision on that. But wouldn't you want to have an educated, way of making that decision? So what's the best way of having that? You have attorney, you have a public adjuster, you have a contractor. And with us, what we do is we make it easy because we advise if there's enough money and then we can do all the work. And we make sure there's enough money for when the settlement is, that you don't have to go get estimates or worry about not having enough money. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing I wanted to talk about today is hurricane preparation. Shane had talked a little bit about it. Anthony talked a little bit about it, and Roger will, can tell you the same thing because I'm sure he tells his clients this every day. Is hurricane season's coming up, and we're in a strange situation because we just had Hurricane Ian. So if you had Hurricane Ian damage and you have all your repairs done, what you should do is go get a camera with a time stamped and date stamped and take pictures of all your repairs that have been done. Also, write down everything on the exterior. Go around, take pictures. Go into your home. If you had interior damage, show timestamp that the interior damage was fixed. Take pictures of your house inside, because if we get another hurricane and you have timestamped pictures and you have showing that your contents in your house, what you have, that'll speed up the process if we get another hurricane. So those are some of the things that you guys want to do just to make sure that you're protecting yourself. So when the insurance, if you have another claim, you have that already. Roger, I'm sure, would tell you that'll take, a lot of the burden off the insurance company and yourself because you have the proof right there and it makes it easier. Other things you want to do is, like Bobby said, you want to make sure if we, find out that we have a hurricane coming to Florida, go and get some of your, things that you need, water, food that you're going to last for about 2 weeks. Because typically when we get these hurricanes, I've been through, I think, about 8 hurricanes, and all 8 hurricanes, typically it's about 2 weeks before the power comes back on. Not always, not everywhere. If you're by a hospital, by the fire department, an ambulance, or the police station, those are the ones that are going to go up first. But the majority of the power takes about 2 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks. So I would advise everybody, if we have a hurricane coming, if it's coming or not, but it's coming close, look at Hurricane Ian. Everyone said it was going to Tampa. 24 hours, not even 12 hours, Fort Myers gets blasted. Naples, 10 feet of water, largest flood ever. And those people were not prepared for it. And unfortunately, look how many deaths there were. What I would tell you, when a hurricane is coming, it's coming anywhere within 500 miles of where you live, go prepare and be ready. That's one of the big preparations I would tell you guys. Lastly, one of the things I want to talk about is, we have Renegade Roofing Instruction. We've also, just rolled out Storm Consultants. That's another company that we have. And the reason that we started this company was to help insurance companies, insurance agents, realtors, home watch, condo associations, HOAs, attorneys. So what we do is we'll go and scope damages for the attorneys. We'll go and come and take the pictures and, document your stuff for you guys. But most importantly, if you hire us, we can consult you, and then we can also put you with the contractors if you don't want us to do the work, but we can point you in the right direction, get you the correct engineer, the correct remediation company. But if you want to use us, then, that's even better, because then we're going to do the work for you. But the big thing is when storms come, people need to be educated. And a big thing is property managers, home watch, HOAs. You have multiple homeowners that you have to deal with and a lot of stuff going on. One of the services that Storm Consultants does is that we'll take on that burden for you guys and navigate you through the insurance process to help you get the best outcome as you can. We can put you with the attorney. We can put you with the public adjuster. We can put you with the remediation company. The biggest thing that you want to do when this happens and the storm happens, again, document. Take your pictures, write down your stuff, have your contents list. The biggest thing you're going to want to do is call your insurance agent, call your insurance company and file that claim. As soon as you're done doing that, call Storm Consultants, call a contractor that can help you. One of the biggest complaints I've heard in this storm, and I see a lot, is I called the roofing company and they came and did my roof, but they don't fix trusses. They don't fix fascia. They don't do my gutters and soffits. They just want to do their roof and move on. Well, do you know probably the three biggest items that where the biggest profits come in? Roofing, remediation, windows. If you're a homeowner and you're giving one of those three and you don't have a partner with the rest, a lot of times nobody wants to help you because they're not going to make the profit. When they go and do these small soffit jobs and fascia jobs, Renegade, we do them because we care about the community and we're trying to help people. But at the end of the day, it's not a big ticket item, and I hear it all the time. Oh, well, I let this person do my roof, but they didn't want to do anything else. So that's a good thing right there. I tell people, stop. If they don't want to do the rest of your work or help you navigate that, that's probably not a great partner. Also, you have the home inspectors. They are great tools to use. If you need somebody to come out after, they'll charge you a fee and they'll come out and do an inspection for you and help you, tell you what you need. So that's another third party that will give you an honest opinion. Because you'll get a lot of contractors, unfortunately, out there that, some will do the right thing, but you have the turn and burn guys that are just here to try to get you to make a claim and do the roof and move on. Anthony talks about bag and trash guys in the remediation business. They come, and I've seen videos. Anthony had a church, and this church told Anthony that he was doing his stuff wrong. Anthony had a video and said, wow, that remediation company doesn't even have a respirator on. And they're using, trash with mold and everything. So again, that's another reason why I have the partners up here. I do. Ligman and Ligman does insurance claims. They know the business. Roger's been doing insurance as an agent for years. An insurance agent that cares is not the guy that's giving you the cheapest price. That's not what you want. You want the guy that's going to give you the guidance and the correct stuff. Law and ordinance coverage, ALE coverage, correct mold coverage, correct things that you need. Now, if you tell him that it doesn't matter to you and that's the price, then that's, so be it. But that's not what you should be doing, especially in the state of Florida when we get hurricane damage. Rodrigo, perfect example, perfect company, claim pay. I love them to death. They've helped me a lot, and they've helped our company and the other people on the panel. They're here to help. They work with the attorneys. They work with the contractors. They're here to fund. They're here to fund the job so people can get the money to do your work, so you're not waiting. You're not getting more mold in your house, and they're here to take care of you. So that's, a great thing to have in the community, another partner there. Anthony Massimino, Remediation 911. A perfect example is if you don't have money, you go to claim pay. Claim pay will help fund that restoration job so you don't end up with more damage. Anthony and I have teamed up on a lot of jobs, and he's educated me a lot in the restoration business. If you have damage in your ceiling from Category 3 water, your walls, your floors, you need to get with a reputable remediation company, have a third party come and do an environmental test, do the protocol, and have it done properly. And pay attention to when people are doing your job. Make sure they have PPE. They're doing the correct things. And then finally, Shane. Shane, does building inspections all the time in a lot of commercial buildings. I've known Shane, for years. Shane will come and do an inspection on a property for you to make sure you're okay, and he'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we have other partners that aren't even here today. Ken Siders, he's an environmental test gentleman that does a lot of testing. He's very known in the industry. We have other partners that aren't here today either. But everybody we have is top notch. Everybody here is going to guide you down the correct path to get the work done and to do it correctly. One thing I'm going to say is, skilled labor isn't cheap, and cheap labor isn't skilled. Remember that. You get what you pay for in life. The biggest thing I've seen in a storm is, oh, this guy can do my roof for $650 a square on a shingle roof. Okay, you want to know what I've just heard about that? One company that was doing that just got shut down for insurance fraud. They didn't pay their insurance bills. Now you know how they got $650 a square. You've got other companies that are bringing material from up north and lying to the inspectors because they have so many inspections that they're going through. But if they ever get tested or we get another hurricane, those shingles are going to blow off. So again, if somebody's telling you your roof is $650 a square, you better be careful what you're paying for. You want guys that are reputable, taking care of the jobs for you and making sure. So again, I want to thank everybody that's here. And if you ever need any help, anybody's got any questions, you can always reach out to us and ask the questions. Thank you, everyone.